Tired of pulling so many packs and getting nothing you wanted? Head on over to MrMuckCoin.com and use code GS20 where you can purchase coins, get 20% off, and go on ahead and get the players you want.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Madden 20 video. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. So today, we got ourselves a gameplay, and we got 3 active NFL 100 running backs: Barry Sanders, Jim Brown, Eric Dickerson. Because why not? We're just going to throw them all on the field, starting active, and take advantage of this monstrosity of a promo. Defensively, we're going 3 active pass rushers. I want to give it a shot, see how they do. Now, I'm actually going to try my very best to not keep them on the field in running situations. One good thing about the team I assembled is that I have great depth to where I necessarily don't need all those guys on the field at all times, meaning I don't need to have Deacon Jones and I don't need to have Alan Page out there when I feel like they're going to run the ball, because then if they get a first down, they're going to become inactive. I want them active for the pass rush. So I'm going to sneak in my defensive tackles and my 3-4 run-stopping defense. That way, again, I don't have my players become inactive on a run. So very first play of the game, he has himself an active Eric Dickerson, and swing! I ain't going to lie. He spun the living hell out of me. That was such a crisp, clean spin. And that is why spin cycle is more important, in my opinion, than evasive. Oh, well, not evasive because it's built-in evasive. That's why spin cycle is better than jukebox or armbar. Because even if I was active right there, even if I had enforcer, I click off and he still spins me out my shoes. Look at that. Whoop! Look at Eric Dickerson hurdling over him. Spin cycle is so good. It is so good because, again, you can spin enforcers out where you can't armbar a tackle supreme guy and you can't juke out an unfakeable guy. Like tackle supreme is just so good. And look at Eric. We got an Eric Dickerson of our own and he can't go. Oh, he is cheesing. Don't worry. If you happen to get me a TFL, tackle for loss, for those of you who don't know, I got 2 more running backs that can do the same thing. You know what I'm saying. So back again on defense we go, and hopefully we don't give up a big play. And because I don't have Deacon and my active pass rushers out on the field, and if I did, they would be inactive right now. Now, of course, their abilities are still monstrous, pass rusher lead and all that stuff, but I want them active for the big passing plays. And Eric Dickerson active is just breaking so many tackles, man. So we get him to a 3rd down, and this is where we release the hounds. We release the goons. 3 active pass rushing. We're playing it smart, people. IQ next level 2,000. You understand what I'm saying now? You know, we got the goons on deck for the pass. We got good players to stop the run. Okay, maybe not the first play, but still, you understand what I'm trying to do here. So we come out in a pass, trying to catch him off guard, and that's exactly what we do. He ends up run committing, and we end up getting a touchdown, up 14-7, and back again on defense. Now, right here, because of the bounce, I could have got a safety, 100%, but I was like, you know what? No, he doesn't deserve it. It's because of the way the window is. I kicked that way of the field, and it would have been a safety, and we backed off. I did the right thing, right? Wind needs to be taken out in Madden. If there's no weather in Madden, maybe I should have took the safety, right? If there's no weather in Madden, there should be no win. Like, I shouldn't lose a game or win a game because of 6-mile-an-hour wind when you don't have weather in the game. You know, that's just my opinion. That's a whole other concept and another conversation. But he goes over the middle right there, and we got a Dickerson. I can't say it because I'm gonna be unmonetized and I need my $4. I'm gonna make this video. You can't get caught playing with the Night Train lane. And Night Train lane with the big snag 'em. So we're going to jump right into the next one. And our opponent has Bobby Bell. He has Jim Brown, Pat Tillman. He's got the Gooch. So on defense, this is his Super Bowl as well. So again, on defense, what I'm doing is I'm making sure Alan Page, Deacon Jones, Reggie White are not on the field for run defense. Because again, I don't want them to become inactive during the run. You know, I need them for the pass rush, and I need them to be active. And this is why we get Eric Dickerson and all the goons and kick returns for plays like this. And here's another level 1,000 IQ play right here. I take a delay of game right here purposely. Because, like, you know what? Scoring from the 1 is not easy. So if I get stopped for a loss, I'm going to get inactive. So let me get a little bit more room. So Barry Sanders breaks the tackle and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now, if I was on the 1, that's a loss, and he's inactive. But because I took the delay of game, gave me a little bit more room, we were then going on ahead and being still active. And since I was first and goal, I lost 5 yards, but it wasn't like a 1st and 15. You know, it was still 1st and goal. So back again. On defense, we go. Jalen Ramsey is so good. Plays the run good. Plays the pass good. Jalen Ramsey is just a good. And speaking of Jalen Ramsey, no soup for you. Give it to me, baby. Big pick sixums for Jalen Ramsey, and our opponent is going to go on ahead and head out. He said, all right, I'm going to mess with you. I can't say it because of, the Disney of YouTube. But, yeah, so we jump right into the next game against Rob Dub. And, again, we're going to go on ahead and do the same thing with the active pass rushers. Make sure they're not on the field. If I feel like they're going to run the ball, only bring them out in a must-pass situation where I can go on ahead and take advantage of them being active. So he tries to pass in a running formation, and we actually get a sack. So he does the same thing. 2nd and 16 comes on I for him, and we send a crib because I'm expecting him to run the ball, and he doesn't. We locked up his 3 routes, and he actually blocked 7, and we still get pressure, and he's going to go on ahead and head out. So very next game, he's got 97 Alan Page, he's got Eric Dickerson, he's got Mike Orban, he's got the Goonch. So we got to go on ahead and play Chris in his wild card and try our best to, one, stop these NFL 100 running backs, because it is not easy when you don't have Enforcer Tackle Supreme, because Enforcer Tackle Supreme and all that stuff, it makes it a little easier to try and stop it, but it's tough. You just have to hope that after they break that first tackle, they go backwards. But right here, Eric Dickerson, I feel like I should have juked him out, but, nonetheless, he's still active. Very next play, we go to Barry Sanders, and on Barry Sanders and Jim Brown, I have outside guru with those guys, which is better runs on stretches and any outside play, and inside guru on Eric Dickerson for inside zone and stuff like that. So we get unactive right there with Eric Dickerson, but we just switch up to Barry Sanders. Again, 3 active running backs already active. Eric Dickerson, you notice he had the red X because it is an inside zone, so run blocking is supposed to be a little better. 3rd and 4, we go back to the run with Jim Brown, and we actually lose yards. So 4th down, we're in field goal range, but we're like, YOLO, we're going to go for it. You got to risk it for the biscuit. And B with the comeback route over the middle. Had one for the 1st down. Keeping it rolling. Now we are left with just 1 active running back. Oh, Barry. Look at my man Sugar Hips, though. My man Barry so smooth, baby. Barry just so smooth. Now, of course, they still have their abilities, even though they are unactive with Jim Brown and Dickerson losing yards. I still have their abilities of evasive, spin cycle, arm bar, all that good stuff, backfield mismatch. And Kevin Green laid one of the toughest, biggest hits I think I've seen this year. My Lord, just came out of absolutely nowhere and demolished whoever that was who tried to return it. So, bearing a turnover, we're guaranteeing ourselves a 2-possession lead, and that's exactly what it is we do. It does a good job of holding me to 3, but I'll take it, right? Didn't want to get too aggressive, didn't want to make any mistakes. We're going to go up 10 points and, put the pressure on him to hopefully, putting him in passing situations, even though he hasn't even touched the ball on offense yet. So, on defense, he has Dickerson, he goes to him, and that's a great play by none other than Ramsey. Just stops Dickerson in the backfield, gets him unactive the very first play of the game, making my life a whole lot easier. Now, we still have to deal with him juking everyone out, but still, it makes it a little easier. Right there, don't test the user. He is so disrespectful. Somebody please give that man a link to my channel. Let him know, do not throw the ball my way. His gamer tag is up in the top right. Go ahead and send him a message. Listen here, baby boy. You done played Mr. Golden Mud. Here's his YouTube channel. Your video's up there. I'm just trying to see you be great. You understand what I'm saying? One thing you don't do is you don't throw towards that man. You throw. His defense usually isn't the best. Throw it everywhere else, but don't throw towards my man because his users is on. It's on another level. So, after another touchdown taking advantage of said turnover, we are now up 17-0, back again on defense, and Jalen Ramsey is having himself a fantastic day. And right there, a screenplay, but look at my man Alan Page sniffing that out, making a play. I feel like that should have been a pick. I tried out 5-2. I don't know why. I was like, let me try 5-2. Shouldn't have done it. I should have just stayed in dime normal. I don't know what I was thinking. 4th and 4, he's going to go for it, and he goes over there to the right side, and he throws a hot one, I can't lie, right before the half, and that right there, unfortunately, is going to make my guys unactive with their X factors, but abilities are still there. Pass rush elite, edge threat elite, reach elite, power specialist, finesse specialist, all that stuff is still active, so we should still get some good pressure, especially having 3 of them on the line. One of them should come in within about a second or two. And right here, this is where Night Train Lane just makes his money right there. This is where he's worth every penny that you spend on him, is the shedding. You know, he's very, very, very good at shedding. Got off the block and made a play for a gain of 2, whereas if that was Dion, I'd probably give up a 15-yard play right there. And look at the deke with the big sack in the backfield. And then he goes over the middle and another user interception, 2-piece. And look at me with the stop and go. I've been playing with Joker too much, and he is going to call it quits, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, man. 3 active running backs. That's probably not what I'm going to do in the near future. I'm just doing it for fun. And I'm definitely probably not going to do 3 pass rushers, because we got to get run stoppers out there to try and bottle up these NFL 100 running backs, because it is not easy. But hopefully you guys enjoy. Who do you guys think had the best performance in this video? We had Jalen Ramsey, who balled out. We had McCourty with the pick 6. We had Night Train Lane with a pick making big plays. We had players. We had Kevin Gray with the big hit, fumble, and the kick return. We had Eric Dickerson going off. Let me know in the comments down below. It's your boy GS. Appreciate the love and support as always. Until next time, peace.